From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening everyone, and welcome into News Channel 15. I'm Eli Grimes stepping in for Kyle Peach tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's news. Shortly after midnight yesterday, Wabash County 911 received a complaint of an armed, intoxicated man at 12041 Highway 1. That man, 36-year-old Lewis Wade Linder, was the caller's stepson, and the caller advised Linder had discharged a .45 caliber handgun inside the residence. Another shot was heard by the caller outside after Linder reportedly went out to his vehicle. When deputies arrived, they located the handgun in Linder's white Audi, and a man was seen running from the garage into the backyard. Mount Carmel K911 was called, and the Wabash County drone was deployed, leading to Linder's capture. He was taken to the Wabash County Jail, charged with reckless discharge of a firearm, aggravated assault for discharging a firearm, resisting arrest, and possession of a firearm without a FOID card. He was held pending a detention hearing. Sheriff Derek Morgan says the use of the Wabash County drone and the assistance of K911 and Mount Carmel Police Officer Nelson were a direct result to a swift and safe resolution to this incident. Morgan says his officer cannot thank their community partners enough for their willingness to support his office. Also on Monday in the pre-dawn hours, Wabash County 911 received a call about a vehicle that was parked in the southbound lane of the roadway near 18421 Friendsville Avenue. While the deputy was en route, it was reported the vehicle had drifted into the ditch and the driver was asleep in the vehicle. The driver, 20-year-old Alexis K. Lewis of Mount Carmel, was ultimately charged with driving under the influence and illegal consumption by a minor. Lewis was taken to the Wabash County Jail. She was processed later and released. WRUL reports in White County back on Thursday, deputies arrested 37-year-old Tara Keon for violating probation regarding a conviction in 2023 for unlawful use of property. On Saturday, Terrell Locke of Carmi was arrested at the sheriff's office after she arrived to speak to an officer. She had 2 outstanding warrants out of White County dating back to 2021 for driving suspended, criminal trespass to real property, and disorderly conduct. Locke posted the bond and was released. In Wayne County, WFIW reports Friday night deputies arrested 25-year-old Alyssa M. Collins of Fairfield following a traffic stop. She was wanted on a Wayne County warrant for meth possession for violating a state sentence. Also on Friday night, deputies arrested 25-year-old Lake A. Biddles of Sims for an active Wayne County warrant for meth possession, violating a state sentence, and it was discovered Biddles possessed fentanyl and was also charged with possession of a controlled substance. On Saturday morning, Wayne County deputies arrested 35-year-old Justin K. Locke of Fairfield for domestic battery. During his arrest, they found him in possession of meth. Also on Saturday, deputies arrested 45-year-old Stephen A. Snyder of Dix following a traffic stop. Snyder was arrested on a Wayne County warrant for theft over $500. Snyder resisted arrest and had to be restrained. He too was found also to be in possession of meth. And on Sunday night, Wayne County deputies arrested 64-year-old Fred A. Smith of Fairfield following a traffic stop. He was found to be in possession of meth and of drug paraphernalia. All subjects were taken to the Wayne County Jail. On Saturday night, Flora police arrested 44-year-old Jennifer R. Hurd and 47-year-old Lance A. Hurd, both of Flora, for domestic battery after an altercation on East 3rd Street. In other news, convicted murderer Ray E. Tate made a brief appearance in Clinton County Circuit Court by Zoom last week in an effort to withdraw his guilty plea to charges related to his capture after murdering Wayne County Deputy Sean Riley. Tate now claims he was coerced into pleading guilty to aggravated kidnapping and armed violence charges related to his capture at a farmhouse near Carlisle. The judge allowed Tate's new attorney time to file an amended motion to withdraw that guilty plea. A new hearing was set for May 14th. Tate is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole for the December 29th of 2021 slaying of Deputy Riley in Wayne County, and another 30 years in Clinton County for convictions of aggravated kidnapping and other weapons-related charges. He remains in the Menard Penitentiary in Chester. Well, today is election day across the region. City mayors, city councils, school board members, and other races are on the ballots. In our region, there are no contested races in Wabash or Edwards counties. However, in Richland County, there's a hotly contested race for Olney mayor between Mark Lambeard, Morgan Fehrenbacher, and Brian James O'Neill. There's also a race for Olney City Council where 2 of 4 candidates will be elected, and there's a race for 3 spots on the Richland County School Board. In Wayne County, races exist for Ward 2 Alderman in Fairfield, the Fairfield District Number 112 School Board, and the Wayne City School Board. In White County, there are contested races for Carmi Ward 1 and 3 aldermen, as well as the NCOE School Board, plus a public question for the NCOE schools regarding a $3.2 million working cash bond. In Hamilton County, there's a 3-way race for mayor of McLeansboro, featuring Chad May, Rodney Campbell, and Derek Hansen. There are also contested races for aldermen in wards 1, 2, and 3 in McLeansboro and the Hamilton County School Board. In Clay County, there are 5 people vying for 3 seats on the Flora School Board and 2 tax questions on the ballot, one for Clay County Schools, school facility sales tax, and one for a Clay County highway tax. There are several contested races in Lawrence County, including for Bridgeport Mayor, Bridgeport Alderman in Wards 2 and 3, Lawrenceville Mayor, Lawrenceville Ward 1, and 2 seats in Ward 4 for Alderman. And there's a contested race with 4 people to be seated on the Red Hills School Board. Now in Jasper County, there is a contested race for Mayor of Newton and in Newton Wards 2 and 3. Region-wide, 3 people are seeking 2 full terms on the IECC Board of Trustees. We will not have our typical election night coverage tonight. However, we will have the results for you here on our newscast tomorrow night. With no discussion, the Mount Carmel City Council has unanimously passed a 1% sales tax to help pay for the new city pool. WSJD reports the 1% sales tax will replace the property tax increase that city voters overwhelmingly approved last November. At yesterday's city council meeting, Mayor Joe Judge said some items that won't be covered by the additional 1% include groceries, prescriptions, vehicles, boats, farm equipment, services, and wholesale purchases. Judge also says the grocery tax will expire in Mount Carmel at the end of this year. Yesterday's meeting was moved up to noon so that the ordinance could be passed and mailed before the March 31st deadline. The new sales tax will go into effect July 1st. Judge said the sales tax is similar to the ones voters approved several years ago for District Number 348. And WSJD reports there's been a hiccup in the spring big trash pickup in the city of Mount Carmel. At yesterday's city council meeting, Garbage Commissioner Susan Zimmerman said some areas in Mount Carmel may see their trash picked up later than usual this week. Several crew members were sick, leading to that delay. And if you forgot to set your big items out, Zimmerman said you're out of luck if the truck has already been past your house. The next big trash pickup will be the week of October 6th. The Electronics Recycling Day in Mount Carmel is coming up on Saturday, May 3rd. That does it for news. Stick around. I've got your weather forecast. A lot to talk about with severe weather coverage this week. Lots of rain headed our way. April showers making their way throughout this month. And I'll be back to talk sports as well. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center, we believe that sometimes a helping hand is all it takes for seniors to get their lives back on track. Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals are here to offer guidance and support, helping navigate the unique health and lifestyle concerns faced by seniors. Whether dealing with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or unresolved grief, struggling with changes in mood or concentration, or coping with health-related challenges, we're here for you. Call Wabash General Hospital Senior Enrichment Center at 618-263-9116.
Save a lot of green at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford full-size Broncos, over $20,000 off MSRP. And get a new 2024 F-150, up to $11,580 off MSRP. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Save a lot of green at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass with payments as low as $371 a month. And 2025 Ram 1500 up to $12,900 off MSRP. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Illinois lawmakers are back in Springfield to finalize a new budget for the coming fiscal year as the General Assembly winds down its spring session. Join Illinois lawmakers and the Capital News Illinois team of veteran State House reporters with weekly on-the-scene coverage through adjournment at the end of May. Illinois lawmakers, now a public service of Capital News Illinois.
Welcome back. Lots to talk about in your weather forecast. As you can see on our local radar, nothing to speak of, but that will change throughout the week. But first, we'll get to our almanac for today. We saw a high of 58 degrees near those normal temperatures and the low at 41. We have seen a lot of rain in the past few days, over 3/4 of an inch of precipitation in the last 24 hours or over the course of the last few days. As we move forward into your forecast, we'll get that radar going for you. This is a little bit in the early hours of Tuesday, but you will see increasing and decreasing cloud coverage throughout our region before we really get into those scattered showers moving throughout the north of our viewing area, but you will see more of those scattered showers throughout Wednesday before we get into our main severe weather threat. As you can see on your screen there, those two lines of storms near St. Louis, and into most of our viewing area. You can kind of see right here the two lines of storms again near St. Louis and into our viewing region. Those will be the main two threats for severe weather on Wednesday for our viewing area. So we'll be sure to keep you updated as that progresses throughout tomorrow evening. Moving into the severe weather outlook for today, most of our area in that marginal risk. We will see some scattered showers as we said, but most of our area just in that marginal risk. Still look out for severe weather, of course, but we will get into the main threat on Wednesday, which is for our entire viewing area. We are in that enhanced risk for severe weather. Now that could be tornadoes, rain, flood watches and warnings, which we'll get into a little bit later, but of course we'll keep you updated on the severe threat as that progresses throughout today and into tomorrow evening. Moving into active alerts, as we mentioned, we are going to get a lot of rain this week starting today and moving throughout about Saturday, maybe even into Sunday. But our entire region is in that flood warning and flood watch active alert status. So most of our viewing area as we progress forward are in that 6 to 8 and 8 to 10 inch rain total predictions per the National Weather Service. That starts about Wednesday afternoon through Saturday night. You can see the southern portion of Edwards County there in that 8 to 10 inch risk rain total, and parts of Wabash County as well near the Wabash River. So flash floods are a strong possibility in the next few days. So again, we will be sure to keep you updated as more information comes in. Our lows this morning were in the low to mid 30s, 32 there in Olney, 35 in Albion, 35 in Mount Carmel. Highs on Tuesday are just going to get to 58 and 59 in some portions, and even 60s, the low 60s there in McLeansboro and Carmi, but mainly in that high 50 range for the highs today. Wednesday morning, we're going to see some 54 and some 53s there on the board, with that rain slowly coming in Wednesday morning and lasting throughout Saturday once again. The highs on Wednesday are going to top out around 78 there in Carmi, but most of the region will be in the low to mid 70s as that cold and warm air mixes on Wednesday. For our extended forecast, as we said, high topped out at 59 today with a low of 35, and then that severe weather threat begins on Wednesday, and that rain will just keep coming. The April showers are here. Our high for the week is going to be 77 before temperatures come crashing down again. 66 back-to-back days on Thursday and Friday. And for most of the week, it's going to be in the 60s before that cold front comes through and crashes things down once again on Sunday. 54 and 53 will be the high on Sunday and Monday for our extended forecast this week. That's going to do it for your weather forecast. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Life doesn't slow down for busy families. From early practices to late night games, every moment matters. That's why First National Bank offers online tools to fit into your schedule no matter how hectic it gets. From mobile banking to quick check deposits, First National Bank makes it easy to keep up with life and stay on top of your finances. No matter the schedule, First National Bank keeps you in the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Heart of broken love has taught to cry.
The Wabash Valley Arts Council through Heart of Texas Records presents Justin Trevino from RFD TV's Country Family Reunion, Tuesday, April 15th at 7:30 p.m. in the WVC Brubeck Theater.
'Cause I'm a mighty lonesome guy.
Scan the QR code for tickets today.
Thank you all.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Welcome back. Lots of scores to talk about in sports. Starting in high school baseball yesterday, Mount Carmel remained unbeaten as they knocked off Newton 8-5. Olney beat Mattoon 8-4, and Salem took down St. Anthony 4-2. High school softball now. Yesterday, Mount Carmel beat Fairfield 11-1 in 6 innings. Edwards County downed Lawrenceville 8-1, and Charleston took down Flora in a close one 8-7. High school track in girls track and field yesterday at Marshall, the host Lions took first place at 100.5. Neoga was second at 34.5, while Lawrenceville took third at 16. At Robinson, Effingham St. Anthony took first place with 99, Robinson second at 97.5, and Red Hill was third at 23.5. Boys track at Marshall, Neoga first at 72.5, Marshall close behind at second 54.5, and Lawrenceville took third with a score of 26. The boys race at Robinson, the host Maroons took first place at 119. Effingham St. Anthony placed second at 62. OPH was third at 35, and Red Hill took fourth at 12. High school soccer now. One girls soccer score from yesterday. Breeze Mater Dei took down Salem 2-0. And finally, in college baseball, Wabash Valley beat Oakland City JV by a score of 7-4. That does it for sports and our newscast tonight. We'll keep you updated with all the latest severe weather coverage, as well as more sports scores on the way and election coverage. Lots to talk about tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. From all of us here at News Channel 15, I'm Eli Grimes. Have yourself a great night.